Hello, everybody. My name is Kamar, and today we will be reviewing our second installment of Season 2 of the Backyardigans. Season 2, Episode 2, Samurai Pie. In this episode, Tyrone is a ninja who makes pie like a samurai. And Austin, who really wants to follow in Tyrone's footsteps, also wants to be a pie master. But he has a lot to learn, especially when it comes to making the great pie, which he suggests to the great Empress Tasha. But for everybody knows, ninjas love pie the most, and we also meet our antagonists, Ninja Uniqua and Ninja Pablo, who also really love pie and will do anything to get their hands on the great pie. Now, this episode, I really liked it, although for the most part, before I say this, my best friend, if you know who you are, she loves this episode. She absolutely loves this episode. She also loves this episode, and it's a giant problem. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that by the end of this season. But anyway, I will say I kind of did have a little bit of a fear with this episode mainly because of the fight scenes. I don't know, because I didn't really enjoy, you know, I didn't when I was younger. I didn't really enjoy people physically fighting on TV. I didn't like that. So when I saw like the characters like about to fight, I'm like, I guess I didn't like it. I ran out the room. But the second time around watching it, I was like, oh, they're not even hitting each other. They're fighting back with pie. And I can say that is the first time I've seen a kid show use quote unquote have a like battle without actually using physical actions. They're using pie, which is genius. Like like true creators of TV shows that know that kids are smarter than that will do clever jokes, and this is one of them. Like, if you don't want to fight, then we can use like something else. Like, there's a difference between kid shows fighting and kid shows fighting without having to use violence, with it being an actual battle. And this is one of the main reasons what I'm talking about. I just I don't know why I was kind of scared of this episode when I was younger. I don't know, mainly because of the fight scenes at the end. And I kind of thought Tyrone was being a little bit harsh on Austin because but hey, look, look, if you gotta if you gotta be teach something the right way, you're gonna have to be taught some tough love. So yeah, I kind of see. I know where Tyrone's coming from, but I feel like even to this day he's a little bit harsh, especially that sign was like, I forgot, such and such that looks like a hockey puck, or Austin gives him the very small burnt to a crisp looking pie. But okay, enough about me being scared about the fight scenes. I'm gonna talk about the actual fight scenes. The fight scenes are absolutely, legitimately, some of the best animation the show's ever done. Like, excuse me, like, that isn't, like, animators. Remember when I said they weren't playing with season 2? They were not playing. They were not playing. You wouldn't see any of this in season 1. You wouldn't see any of this in season 1. The fight, not actually fighting, but the battle like this, you wouldn't see any of this kind of stuff in season 1, just to be known. None of this stuff. Like, they were not playing. Like, I will keep on saying this. Like, I feel like season 2 to me is a really good season in my opinion, because it takes some elements from season 1, take some new stuff you never tried before in season 2, mix them together, put in brand new concepts, and then boom, that's basically the perfect season you got. So and Pablo's little, I meant to do that. Like, it's really funny. And Tasha, can I just say, I absolutely love Tasha's outfit. It is so slay. It is giving. Like, I love it so much. And this may be off topic, but pie for me in general is good, but I'm gonna share a little hack with you. Okay, so You take some Ritz crackers, okay, or any saltine crackers whatsoever, but they mostly have to be Ritz crackers. You take a bowl of applesauce. You dip your crackers in the applesauce, and then boom, that's basically your own apple pie. You don't even have to no oven, no nothing. That's basically a dip and chip apple pie. So yeah, okay, enough about the hack. So, but like the fight scenes are like so epic. I love them so much, and the songs in this, like, I love how they like have the gong aspect in the back. Like, if you're gonna do a ninja focused episode, if there is not, for me, if there's not at least a gong sound effect in a ninja centered episode in a show that I like, then I'm gonna be so disappointed. But this show delivered. It delivered physically and verbally. Yes. Yes. And that scene where Pablo, no, Unico span on her finger on Pablo's hand to kick away the pies. Like, Miss Ma'am, we're I know this is an adventure, but can't she do that in real life? Can't she do that in real life? Even without the adventure aspect? Like, oh my god. I was in shock second time me watching this as a kid. I was in shock. Like, oh my god. Oh my goodness. And this episode, every single time I watch it, I'm just in awe. I'm just in awe. I don't know what to say. I'm in awe with it. I am in awe. The one thing I will say is that you might be mad at me, but one point, but not in the way that you think. I'll explain in a minute. I'm gonna say my ranking, and let me say why a point got taken down. My ranking for this episode is a 9.9. I know what you're thinking. Why isn't it a 10? Well, because here's the thing. It would be a 10 if it wasn't for my trauma. That's the thing. If it wasn't for my trauma, then this would be an absolute 10. But I feel like my trauma wasn't as haunting to me like it was for my review on Monster Detectives, because that episode, Monster Detectives, I was scared of as a kid. So I don't have a bad of a trauma impact when it comes to this episode. The second time around, I was able to watch it all the way through. So maybe that's why. But hey, this episode is still good. And I can bet you when I do my ranking of season 2, you could bet this episode will be in top 10. You could bet your bones it will. You could bet it. You could bet it. So, all that being said, this was a good episode. Like I said, season 2 is not playing around. We already had 2 epic episodes in a row with all 5 characters. And we're still going to keep this 5 character episode arc going strong. Because the next episode is going to have all 5 characters. So, tune into my next review as we review Season 2, Episode 3, Scared of You. See you all next time.